Before the Panigale, before the Superbike revolution, there was one motorcycle that rewrote Ducati's destiny. A machine that didn't just compete, it revived an entire brand. This is the story of the Ducati 851. The Ducati 851 isn't just another sport bike from the late 80s. It's the motorcycle that transformed Ducati from a struggling manufacturer into a world-class racing powerhouse. Launched in 1987, the 851 introduced technologies that would become the blueprint for every Ducati Superbike that followed. It was the first Ducati to combine desmodromic valve control, liquid cooling, and fuel injection inside a high-performance L-twin engine, something no one else was doing at the time. At its core, the 851 was built with one mission: bring Ducati back to the top of world superbike racing, and it delivered. With its torquey 851cc Desmo Quattro engine and razor-sharp handling, the bike dominated circuits and restored Ducati's confidence in competition. It became the foundation for the 888, the 916, and ultimately the entire bloodline of superbikes that define Ducati today. Design. The Ducati 851 remains one of the most influential motorcycles in sport bike history, especially when viewed through the lens of design. Introduced in the late 1980s, the 851 marked a bold transition for Ducati, both visually and technologically. Its appearance broke away from the softer, rounded aesthetics of earlier models, embraced a sharper, more performance-oriented identity that would eventually define Ducati superbikes for decades. At first glance, the Ducati 851 carries an unmistakably muscular silhouette. The full fairing, a rarity for many sport bikes of its era, wraps tightly around the frame, giving the machine a unified and aerodynamic profile. The angular lines, especially around the front cowl and side panels, reflect Ducati's desire to communicate modernity, precision, and speed. It was one of the first Ducati models to show a true racing DNA directly on the street, thanks to its close connection to the legendary World Superbike program. The distinctive twin headlight layout adds a sense of aggression, projecting a focused, purposeful look. Combined with the bold red color scheme, now iconic for Ducati, the bike's presence is instantly recognizable. The trellis steel frame, partially exposed beneath the fairing, gives the 851 a structural elegance. More than just aesthetic, the trellis design communicates lightness, rigidity, and engineering finesse. Superbike world. The Ducati 851 is more than just an older sport bike. It's a motorcycle that completely reshaped Ducati's identity and set the foundation for every modern superbike the brand would ever build. Launched in the late 1980s, the 851 became an icon because it marked Ducati's transition into the era of high performance, race-winning engineering that could finally compete with the dominant Japanese manufacturers. The first reason enthusiasts love the Ducati 851 is its revolutionary engine. It introduced Ducati's now legendary liquid-cooled, fuel-injected, 4-valve Desmo Quattro V-twin. At a time when carbureted engines and 2-valve setups were still common, the 851's technology felt like it came from the future. Its power delivery was smooth yet forceful, and the torque-rich nature of the V-twin made it distinct from the high-revving inline 4s of Japan. Riders admired its raw, mechanical character, a feeling that many modern bikes struggle to replicate. The second reason is its racing pedigree. The Ducati 851 dominated the early years of the World Superbike Championship, proving that Ducati wasn't just a boutique Italian brand, it was a serious contender. Riders like Raymond Roche brought Ducati multiple victories, cementing the 851 reputation as the machine that put the company on the global racing map. Today, the Ducati 851 is cherished because it represents a turning point where passion, engineering, innovation, and racing success combine to create a superbike legend. It's not just loved, it's respected as the machine that started the modern Ducati dynasty. Why performance? One of the core reasons for its exceptional performance was its revolutionary engine. The 851 introduced Ducati's now iconic liquid-cooled, fuel-injected, 4-valve Desmo Quattro V-twin. This was a massive leap from the previous air-cooled 2-valve engines. With liquid cooling and 4 valves per cylinder, the engine breathed better, revved higher, and produced significantly more power without sacrificing the signature torque-heavy V-twin character. Fuel injection, rare at the time, allowed for precise throttle control and consistent performance under hard riding. The V-twin configuration gave the 851 a unique advantage on the track: incredible tractability. Riders could exit corners earlier and harder, using the engine's linear torque delivery instead of waiting for high revs, like on four-cylinder rivals. This made the 851 remarkably stable and predictable, qualities that racers loved. Another major factor was the chassis. The 851 used Ducati's trellis frame, which offered a perfect balance of rigidity and lightness. Combined with premium suspension components and strong braking performance, the bike delivered sharp, confident handling that set new standards in superbike control. Aerodynamics also played a role. The 851 introduced a fully enclosed fairing designed for racing efficiency, contributing to high-speed stability and reduced drag. The result was a motorcycle that dominated World Superbike and revived Ducati's reputation globally. The Ducati 851 wasn't just fast, it was a turning point in superbike engineering, proving that smart technology, strong torque, and race-bred design could create a legend.